Hello, students. You're most welcome this time because it has been long since I left last time. Let me hope you are all fine and doing well at home there with the parents and the people around you. But I still encourage you to keep a distance, whatever you're doing, because the sickness is still on. Now, before I go any further, I first want to remind you of what we did last time, we discussed last time. We discussed about the family members. We discussed about their roles. So it is today, I left you with an activity that I want to see what you did according to the activity I left. Duties of our father. We said duties are roles, are responsibilities, or what those people are supposed to do. So we looked at the father, the mother, and the children, because you are also family members. So I left you with that activity. You can cross-check with my answers. I prepared my answers, but be faithful, be honest, and look at my answers, checking your answers you have. We are going to start with the duties of a father. Duties of a father are there. He heads our family, buys food, pays school fees, builds shelter. So you can cross-check with your answers you have in the book. In case these are not the answers, then you can make corrections later. Because after this, we have another lesson. Now, secondly, mother. Our mother at home. What is she supposed to do as a parent? She's supposed to cook food for you. Cleans the home. A mother is supposed to see that the home is very clean and whatever is in that house. Cares for the children, not only the children, even other family members. It is the role of the mother to care for the children and other family members. Even digging in the garden, she's supposed to check around the gardens. At home there, we have gardens around. So it is the role of the mother to move around and she checks on the compound. How are the gardens here? Is this place clean? Like that. Then we go to you children there. What is your role as a child? What are you supposed to do? Not just to eat and sleep and say, I'm a child, you know. You're supposed to wake up, do the activities you're supposed to do after preparing yourself. Then you're supposed also to do some work, house chores, like wash utensils. When they are there, you ate supper and everything is there, collect them, wash them, and make sure they are clean. Fetch water. You have taps around. Don't leave only mommy to move around, fetching water, only the house help, fetching water. No, you are a child, fetch water and bring it in here. Then we have to carry the babies. Your parents have babies and they are not around. Maybe they have gone to work. Please help those babies when they are not feeling well. Help them, carry them. Ask what they need and you guide them. It's your role. Mopping. You are not supposed to mop. Don't sit in a dirty environment. If you see the place is dirty, please try to clean, try to mop. I love that. So can you check your answers and see if they are corresponding with mine? In case they are not, don't mind. You have chance to do corrections. Now, get ready for the new lesson. Sit properly and pay attention, maximum attention, so that you can get what we are going to discuss. We are going to discuss. After discussing, then you'll be able to do something. Today, we are going to discuss about family needs. And these are the things I want you to get from the lesson. One, you should be able to define. Because family needs are also called basic needs. So you should be able to define the word basic. Basic needs. Two, you should be able to list the major, because we have major for basic needs and we have other needs. So you should be able to know the major 4, then other needs. Then 3, you should be able to mention others. We have other family needs. Don't forget that family needs are also called basic needs. So those are the intentions, those are my reasons as to why I'm going to teach this lesson to you. Get ready, and you are going to enjoy since you love it so much, you know. Social studies is a very good subject and you love it so much. So get ready for it. Can you try to think about it? What are basic needs? What is that we call basic? What are they? You can ask your neighbors, in case they are around, or your parents, try to discuss there what basic needs are. I'm sure you have discussed and you have your answers. So, basic needs, these are things man cannot live without. In social studies, you are called a man, I'm also a man. We generalize people. So if I say man, I can mean you and myself. So a person, you, what you can't do without, we call it basic needs. So basic needs are things you cannot do without. We are going to look at the examples. What are those basic needs? I'm sure you have defined. Basic needs are things man cannot live without. But we must know the 4 major basic needs that you cannot live without. You're going to see them. As you discussed there, I have mine also here. The major 4 basic needs are here. We all love what we call food. Each day comes, you need food, we need to eat. We need to eat break, we need to eat lunch, we need to eat supper. So what you're eating, that is the food. Anything good to eat or drink. So another one of them is shelter, where you're sitting. You can't sit in an open space. If the sunshine is there, you'll feel that heat. But you need shelter. Shelter is a house, a building. So when you have a building around, that is a shelter. So we all need shelter. Then when you look at yourself, I'm sure you are not naked. You're supposed to dress up and you look smart. Don't come to the public, don't leave your bedroom and you come when you're naked. You know, you need to put on clothes. Those clothes you wear are the ones are also basic needs. And we have water. When you're eating food, you need to drink. Water is the main engine to our bodies. Without water, even if you go to the hospital, they will say, this one needs water. The drip they are going to put, it will be having water. So water is one of the basic needs of man. And I'm going to show you some pictures. Like food. We are here, you're there enjoying, what you're enjoying is called food. It is one of the basic needs, so we need it. Then we have shelter. We say the shelter is a building where you can live. So it is there. I have my shelter there. Then clothes, different clothes are there. You can see people are wearing. They are not naked. Even small ones. Have you seen that one drinking water? You're eating food and there is water. Water is very important. We use it for many ways, in many ways. So we need water. It is very important. Now, after learning about the basic needs, those 4, we still have more needs. When you finish having those ones 4, we have other needs. We have many of them. But we only sorted out the 4 that they are the major ones. Now we have other family needs. Can you think about those other family needs? Apart from what I have given you, those 4, we have other basic needs. Okay, I'm sure you have thought of other basic needs. There is love. When I talk about love, you look at your neighbor and laugh. No. You're supposed to be loved by your relatives, by your father, by your mother. When you see them, please show them love. Welcome them with love, your relatives. So that is what we call love. Then we have money. But for you are still young, you don't need to have money all the time. But a big person like me, I need money. Because money is so important. It is the one we use as a medium of exchange. When I want to buy something, they will ask for money. But since you're still young, you don't need money. Then we have land. Everything is done on land, even the shelter, everything. We work on land, we build houses on land. So land is one of other needs. Then we have security. We have those people who can provide peace. We need it. And even we have animals. Do you know any animal which can provide security at home there? Do you have it there? Which animal is that? I'm sure you know the animal which provides security at home. Now we have electricity. Electricity is very important because when it is dark, when it's late, you need to have light in the house. You can't check for anything. You need light in the house. So electricity is very, very important even when you want to watch television. So electricity is very, very important. Even our laptops, our computers use electricity. Another one is medical care. Medical care. When you are not feeling well, don't keep quiet. You are supposed to inform an elderly person at home so that they can get you to the nearest facility and they give you medical care. You need to be treated when you're sick. Some of you, when you're sick, you just go and sleep and you don't want to talk because they will inject you. No. You're supposed to tell mommy, you're supposed to tell daddy or your big brother, I'm not feeling well, so that they can give you medical care because it's also important. Then we have education. Right now you're seated there, you're watching, listening to me because you need education. It is very, very important. When you're educated, you become very important in the community. Everybody will look at you and say, yeah, if you're not educated, it is bad for you. That's why even right now, we are looking for the ways of at least reaching you through different ways. That's why we are here. So education is very important. Then we have transport. We need to move from one place to another. Like me, I moved from my home, I came here. So, as you're moving from one place to another place, that is the transport, and we need it in our lives. So we have also communication. You need to communicate to people. How do you communicate? Do you just call on the phone? Do you write and send a message? Do you clap? Do you go and talk physically? So we need to communicate, to send messages from one person to another. So that's what we mean by communication. Saying out your views to another person. You're communicating. You can write, you can use the televisions, you can use what, but it is very, very important. Love is there. You need to love one another. Love your young ones, love the big ones. So, you've been listening. I've loved you in this lesson. You're good, and you're still my friends. But I need to give you some work to do. I want you to write these questions. What are basic needs? I want you to give me the answer, because from the beginning we discussed about it. Basic needs. What are basic needs? Have you written that question? Thank you for being good children. Then number 2, you're going to list for me the four major basic needs. The 4 major basic needs. Then the third one, you're going to draw the following basic needs. You're going to draw food, shelter, clothes, and water. And I want good work, please. Organize your books and write from a very clean place. when your hands are very clean, so that next time when you come to cross-check with me, the work is organized. Don't write badly. I need good handwriting. I wish you well, and stay good, stay well, and remain good children. I still love you so much. You're my friends.